sink. Drain. Sorry, I know you can't see this, but just quickly draining it. Then we will start. Ooh, that's not the best little cut in there from the butcher. So we'll just take that off. Then we'll make fresh beef tallow for after this is done. When I wrap it and put it in the cooler, I will add some beef tallow just to keep that bark. You don't want to add too much moisture, but fat is always good. Then I just run along the sides. Make sure you take off. I'll show you on this side. Ooh, another bad butcher cut. See in there? It's not exactly what you want, but when it's cryovac, you can't really tell until it's, I wouldn't say too late, but so set the pan for the extra fat. So I'll render the fat down with a little bit of seasoning salt. Nothing too crazy. Just want to remove this decal because that won't render. This is just a good line. So when I do cut it, basically follow that fat line, remove the point, even though this point, that kind of isn't the greatest thing to see when there's just a big cut through that, but now we'll get some seasoning on it. We'll just have to watch that part, but make sure you guys can see this. So that's just from the oxygen getting to it in the bag, or before they bag it. Just a little bit of oxidization, but nothing crazy. Then I'm just gonna slowly take a little bit extra fats on the top. I'm not too worried about it because I'm running my Myron mix in at about 245, 250-ish. So that'll all render down. I'm gonna push that flat to see. Yeah, that should be good. But I'm gonna take some of this kind of jelly fat off. Then I'll sit that flat on the smoker and go trim down this edge because there's just a little bit too much. That there. You do this with a really sharp knife. I should have put something under this so the cutting board doesn't move, but hey, that is what happens. Like a damp cloth, your cutting board won't slide around like mine is right now, but then as you cut, you kind of just check underneath, make sure you're not going right into the muscle, into the good stuff. But that is pretty much enough of a trim. Oh, that, you want to just remove that. Okay, and then I always use sheet pans. Once you're done, just lay it in there, get ready for the next. And then I always put it meat side down. Oh, that's a nice little, thanks from the butcher that they just chopped another little piece off they shouldn't have, but hey, what can you do? So on to the next. So we'll do the same over the sink so you don't get blood everywhere. Cut the bottom, that's green. These are fresh, so, but sometimes when you freeze them, spot. Actually, this one's pretty good already. Pretty happy with this one. pan. Meat side down, fat side up. And get ready for our last one. One's a lot bigger. Different producer. Decent bit fattier too than these guys. These are these. This one's Deckles. Pretty big. But makes a lot of beef tallow, so. Clean some of that off. This side. Pretty good for over. I'll clean this up. As you can see, that's already pretty much a 1/4 of an inch. That's a little fattier in the separation part of the meat, so we'll just take, but it's not too bad. See, yeah, you're pretty much right there. Maybe a little up here if you really want to get crazy. Yeah, so this one is super easy. Wipe, keep everything clean. Okay. 1, 2, and 3, and I'll come check. And 24 hours later, wrap and let them ride through the stall. Yeah, I just let it ride through the stall. That's just the way I've always done it, especially with the water pans on. Because I got the. I'll show you the. I can show you guys what one I'm running it on. So that's obviously you can see it starting to roll, and then that has so 2 big water pans on it, and then with those water pans, they create a lot of moisture, and with that moisture, don't need to best bark that way. Yes, sir, that is true. That's why I do it. Okay, where is? Just 1 second. Oh, there it is. Obviously something's gotta go. The mustard was hiding, so just gonna start a little mustard binder, mustard or oil, whatever vegetable oil works. Whatever, people say the mustard helps break down the meat a little more. You can't really taste it, especially maybe on ribs you can if you're doing it quick. But with these briskets, go in 18-ish hours, 15 to 18 hours. You know, I've never tasted it, and if you can taste it, then you have an amazing palate, because that is truly, truly unbelievable. Okay, I'll just get the binder all set. And then we mix this up. So this is salt, big flakes of pepper, and garlic powder. Pretty simple. I like big, especially on the fat side, you want to go very liberal. The only way, because the fat will absorb a lot of the seasoning. And then also with brisket, this is the only, you're not going to get seasoning right through. Like ribs are very skinny, so it's easy to get a lot of seasoning into them. Briskets are big, they're fatty, super rich, so you want that good coating. This one I just made this morning. Put the pepper in the pan to heat them up, get the oils pumping. Say it makes a difference, so I do it. But you can do whatever you want to your brisket. I'm also going to hit this. A little secret, I'm just going to show you guys. Okay. I'm going to go flip the first one we did. Second one, you can see the big flakes, unreal. Now on to third one. It's the exact same sequence. Binder all over. Then this is where you're going to want to get all your sides as well. Once you flip it over, make sure there's good coating on every side. That's why I like these sheet pans, because the rub stays in the sheet pan instead of going all over the counter, and makes a lot less mess. That's what I'm all about, making less mess that I gotta clean up. Or someone has to. Not much pepper left in this, so I'm actually gonna salt these up and then go grab the pepper mill and finish them off. Because the pepper was so light, it went mostly on the back, so that is all right. Kind of figured that was gonna happen, so. Salt can sit in there an extra little bit anyways, that's perfect. quickly see if there's any more questions. And the best part of it, I never tasted it. Yeah, I've never tasted it either. I just gotta run outside real quick and grab the peppermint, but I will be right back and then I'll show you guys the finished product. So I just go over the top an extra. Big green pepper, because that kind of gives the best bark. Need the auto one back. Two of these are going to be used for sliders. The other one is going to get cut up for a different catering event tomorrow. So it's going to be a good day. And I got 10 pork butts that I'll put on as well. That is how coated I get it. I'll come show you guys the beast. So it's started at actually pretty cool. It's gravity fed charcoal, like a charcoal chute. Charcoal goes in here, down there, into this firebox. It drops down, gives the flame, and big double doors. And it's super like, look, the water isn't even, like it's barely raining and the water isn't even evaporating off because it's so well insulated. This thing is built to absolutely last. It's unreal. So I will set this up here on my other smoker. I got another one over there, barbecue in the outdoor kitchen. Do quite a bit, but it keeps life fun. One. Two. And last but not least, see anymore. Double doors. Oh, there's my towel. This. Doesn't want to work for me today. Had a few ribs on earlier, so it's a little. Okay. And I always start with the biggest one on this side. Put that one. The next biggest would be this. And then the third. Right here. And then I gotta go prep. My pork butts will go on as well. Close that down and see it in about 15 hours. That is brisket on. It's not the most beautiful day, but every day is a good day for brisket. Okay, guys, well, thank you very much for the coming and checking it out. And okay, I'll show you actually really quick. So these down there, I got to fill up are the water pans. So, oops. So I have them, cleaned them all this morning. So those will be what steams everything, keeps it a good bark on it, but it doesn't get too dried out. So yeah, follow along for more. I might go back on with the pork butts, but we'll see how much time I got. Might have to quickly rip through those. So thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.